Today we're looking at people getting
rejected.
Have you been rejected? Most likely, I have too. But it's alright, bro. It happens to the best of us. Even me. But there are some people that have gotten
Rejected.
like very badly and very embarrassingly. So let's just get into this. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this. I think this might make it worse, but it actually occurred when she was asking me out. She said, I'm only asking you because I'm desperate. Okay, I'm gonna be breaking down all of these. I'm gonna tell y'all like some secrets that y'all probably didn't know about female nature and all of that. So, but yeah, this is unfortunate. I would have declined her right off the spot, just ego the fuck out of her because I don't know what you're talking about saying I'm desperate. I was talking to a girl on NYE. What's that? Oh, New York. Okay, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Okay, I thought that was like New York. Okay, they're doing the count for the ball drop. I'm standing against a wall, drink in one hand, the other hand around her waist. She has her arms around my shoulder. I offhandedly mentioned I was broken up with recently by a woman. Her jaw dropped, removed her hand from my shoulders, said, OMG, I thought you were gay. I'm so sorry. And then disappeared into the crowd. It's been 2 months. I think I have thought about it every day since. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple things right off the bat. First of all, if a girl ever has her hands on your shoulders, you never want to talk about your past rejections. There are just some things that you don't bring up, and this is one of them. Second, OMG, I thought you were gay is crazy work. Holy dude. I think her saying I thought you were gay, it might have been like a lie because she just immediately lost attraction to you. I don't know why you thought it would be okay to bring up your past rejections when a girl is talking to you. Like, this is kind of just like common sense. You never want to do this. We were in high school. I sat next to her and we started talking. Everything was going great, so I asked if she wanted to see a movie. She looked around and then said, look, I don't want to be mean, so just tell people we found out we're cousins. Then it was awkward for a few seconds until she switched seats. I can still smell the room we were in because of how bad that memory is burned in my brain. What the fuck? That is crazy, dude. Holy shit. Hey, bro, I hope it got better for you. In high school track, a girl cornered me on the bus and tried to make me go through every girl between 10th and 12th grade of who I liked. I told her I didn't want to date anyone at our school, really. She wouldn't take no for an answer. One sophomore on our team, I told her didn't annoy me, mostly because she didn't talk much. When she did it, was sarcastic one-liners usually. This girl immediately went up to that sophomore and told her I was into her. I was about 50 feet away, but it was loud enough for me to hear what's happened. The quiet sophomore practically screamed, "Oh my god, gross, no," in front of everyone. Yeah, that one sticks with you. Okay, so I think this is from like the other perspective, but I unintentionally destroyed a boy once who asked me out in high school. He and I never really talked, but he sat in front of me in chemistry class. One day he was stretching at his desk with his back arched over the back of his chair, and he looks at me with his face upside down and says with a goofy grin, "Will you go out with me?" I responded, "Are you joking?" because I genuinely couldn't tell given how he delivered it. Turns out he was not. He turned back around and never spoke to me again. Looking back, I probably came off as horrible and mean. Like I was saying the thought of dating him was laughable, a joke. Hey bro, it's cool. At the end of the day, bro, at least you didn't mean it. Now it'd be another thing if you was just being an asshole. But I'm gonna give you the pass. Long story, but really funny in retrospect. Like the girl at church, this was around the age of 11 to 12. I remember a story my dad told me where he would send cute little notes to my mom through friends to let her know he liked her. By the way, this would never work in 2020, 2026. So I started to do that with this girl, passed her notes every so often. Unbeknownst to me, I had competition from one of the other guys in Sunday school. So he caught wind of my cute ideas. He forged a note in my handwriting and completely sabotaged me. Whatever he wrote, it was enough to make this girl's father approach my parents, show them the note, and they all had to sit down and have a chat with me about not being pursuant in such an aggressive and creepy manner. The girl's older sister also approached me a week or so later and told me to leave her sister alone and that I wasn't allowed to talk with any of them anymore. Then the girl apologized and told me she had hated my guts anyways. That is so embarrassing, dude. Hey though, it ain't your fault, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing trying to sabotage your notes. Like, that's crazy. Thanks, Jared, wherever the hell you are. It sure was a good prank, bro. It was Halloween and I was at a bar. There were two girls who were clearly besties, and they were very aware that they were the hottest girls at the bar. They were each wearing typical hot girl Halloween costumes. Think devil costumes, considering of a red dress and a plastic devil horns. I don't remember what their exact costumes were, but I went up to one of them and said, "Hey, you look like a cute whatever her costume was." She responded with, "You look like a fucking loser." They both laughed and walked away. I laugh now whenever I think about it, and the stories always get to rise when I tell it, but at the time I felt like a fucking loser. And at the end of the day, bro, sometimes you can't be giving these girls validation because they will just. I don't even know what her problem was, bro. She might just be a bum. Who knows? But yes, you never want to give free validation because, first of all, you don't think they know that already? That they know that there's some fine shit? Like, come on, bro. But at the same time, like, there was no reason for them to be so fucking hostile, so it's not your fault. You're the ugliest motherfucker I've seen all night. What the hell? I don't know. Who the fuck are your friends, bro? Are your friends the moose man? Like, who the fuck said that? You're the ugliest motherfucker I've seen all night. That's insane, dude. It's not the same in person after I spent 1,500 and flew across the country in the middle of COVID to see my long distance girlfriends. I'm already seeing like two red flags, but I'm sorry. Did y'all meet on Discord? This sounds like almost every Discord meetup relationship story I've ever heard. Ferociously. Don't ever smile at me again like that. You're ugly and I do not fancy you. Bro, what kind of fucking terminology is this, bro? The kicker was I saw her outside of school at a shop with one of her parents, and all I did was smile because, hey, there's someone I know from school. I was under no illusion that she had any interest in me. That's fucking. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Ew, why does this always happen to me? Oh my gosh, dude. It's fine. This wasn't on her, but I think about how awkward it was and how I wanted to die. The setup to this was I thought I had a secret admirer in my junior year of high school. I received a couple notes from an unidentified girl, nothing over the top, but just enough to seem legit, saying she thought I was cute and asking if I had a girlfriend. This was early 90s, so no social media. Damn, boy, you is old as shit. I would find out later this was all a prank devised by my friends and still can't believe I bought it. I can't remember the exact detail on how my friends discovered the identify of the girl, but they gave me the info one day and I took it as real. I knew of this girl at school but had never talked to her before. I was walking to class with my buddies. We see this girl in the hallway take a turn and is heading away from us to class. My buddies get on me to go ask her out, man. She wants to hang out with you. My buddies get on me to go ask her out, man. She wants to hang out with you. They get me pumped up enough to go chase her down in the hallway. I get to her and say, "Hey, I got your note and definitely would be interested in hanging out sometime with you." The look of puzzle and confusion on her was so incredible. It immediately hit me that this was all a joke put on by my buddies. She says back to me, I have no idea what notes you are talking about, and I have no idea who you are. And if you cannot talk to me again, that would be great. I mean, you technically did just like randomly approach this girl who has never seen you before. I mean, again, it's not your fault, it's your buddies, but still. I still get hit with that random memory, and it still hits me in the chest, just like it did then. Damn. That's the thing, though. In high school, bro, niggas will troll the fuck out of you, bro. You gotta look out for that type of shit. I wrote her a note asking her out, and she wrote "ew" on it and sent it back. You know what? That's not that bad. Like, I feel like it's not ideal, but it's not that bad. She said "aw" and patted my shoulder. I just got flashbacks, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all the time I had gotten something similar to this. Okay, so it was like the last week of high school, right? And I think it was like the last day of classes, and I had wrote in this girl a note, right? Now this was back in my like simp chase days, right? But that's besides the point. But it was like the last day of classes, right? Before we like graduated. So I had wrote in this girl a note, and I think I put like at the end I implied that she was pretty, right? And then I gave her the note. Now at the time I knew, okay, like this is kind of cringe, but I didn't care because like I'm just playing with fire type shit. I ain't give a fuck about none of that. But basically what ended up happening, I gave her the note when class was over so she couldn't do like a live reaction to her reading the note. And I was just like, fuck it. And then she had messaged me on IG later that day. She was like, "Aw, thank you for the note, Chris." Bro, aw is crazy. Like, if you get that, bro, you know you fucked up. But, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Bye.